Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to watch the loser finals of FFC30. We have AuraMaster as a Lucario against the Chandler player. Tech, tell me about both of these players and their run so far.
Well, O has definitely had Lucario experience already because Lucario seems to be the prominent character of this tournament, but AuraMaster has proven time and time again that the offensive Lucario seems to be taking so much momentum from any character in this game. So we'll see if Chandelure can handle all that with her zoning, or if the offensive Lucario is going to take it with this good matchup and good damage.
That's correct, and not only that, remember that the winner of this match has to face off against Vanistar in the Grand Finals. Now, onto the duel phase, because if you guys didn't see, O was the one that won the first field phase of the game, going for a nice Will-O-Wisp combo, just keeping AuraMaster with such a low amount of HP already. It hasn't even been 20 seconds.
That debuff was detrimental, and that Hex did so much damage. He's ducking these lasers, which is good, but he can mix it up with lows just like that, and now he's back in field phase in a very poor position. And that's it right there. Barely took any damage O did, and now Lucario has had to... He has to basically get Jirachi Cario in the second round in order to have any chance of comeback, because O has Burst basically ready. He has 2 uses of Overheat, that Espeon, so we'll have to see what happens here.
That's correct, and not only that, I mean, O is just making this matchup look winnable, and even in Chandy's favor right now, but AuraMaster bringing it back a little bit, chunking down a lot of O's HP right now, going for the Smog, sending AuraMaster back into the field phase.
Well, the bad part about that, though, is that he no longer has his full meter, so he has to either win the phase or Jirachi phase, and now he's back in the business.
That's correct. Ooh, raw overheat manages to connect against AuraMaster.
And with Espeon, he's got another use, so now O is back in the game here. He can easily take this round, but if Lucario gets in, it's going to be bad news, but he gets lasered here with a fully charged one.
That's correct. Okay, AuraMaster's not playing around anymore with a Rage Jirachi Cario, this signature AuraMaster setup. Now he's ready for anything right now. Ancienting forward, using his own burst attack to push AuraMaster back.
Yeah, he didn't get caught by it, but that grab, it's gonna be that's easily gonna be enough.
Yeah, that's easily going to be enough, and AuraMaster takes a round 2 of this game.
We have seen that plenty of times now with all kinds of Lucarios, but let's see if O can adapt, because now he's got Umbreon, because he does not want that burst to happen again, and even if it does, getting no crits is still detrimental to any character's damage. We'll have to see what happens.
That's correct. Nice 6x to punish AuraMaster's lunge forward. Went for the air laser by AuraMaster ducks and now counterattacks the 2Y. AuraMaster beginning to read O's patterns. Blocking the 2Y. Blocking the JY. Oh, but the spinner and to the anti-air. Look at that. I cannot believe that confirmed.
That spinner has come in clutch against so many of O's matches now.
That's correct. I'm telling you, it's one of Chandler's best moves that people are at least sleeping on.
Yeah, people have been sleeping on that move recently, but now with Chandy players showing its prominence, people need to adapt to it really quick. We'll see if AuraMaster can do it quick enough. He's got meter almost ready. Even with that laser, he still got it, but Jirachi's still in a couple seconds.
Trying to go for the follow-up, but it whiffed. It does have a speed debuff and an attack debuff. It's not looking too good, especially against Jirachi Cario. Tries to backdash the Umbreon.
But the Umbreon actually gave him his meter, but he still has the debuff, which is actually the bad news about running Umbreon.
Is that a true follow-up? It is! Oh my god.
Yes, it is. That's not going to be enough, though. It's scaled pretty hard.
Yeah, it's not going to be enough, but AuraMaster does have the health lead, and still running out of his own burst attack. The laser even stinks out, and only 9 seconds left. AuraMaster now.
Jirachi is no longer active.
3 seconds, 2 seconds left. Oh no! AuraMaster wins by timeout at the very end. That overheat did not absorb the projectiles, and even if it did, AuraMaster would have still taken the game 1. Yeah, now onto this game 2. We saw that AuraMaster was really smart. He kept up the pressure until the very end, in which he mixed it up with a nice charged JA. Just to win by a timeout, and also to win by the health lead. I did not see that coming, but let's see if he's able to adjust in this game too.
Yeah, the momentum kind of shifted a little bit back and forth, but AuraMaster had it for most of the game, so we'll have to see if O can kind of carry that on and try to adapt to that kind of offensive momentum that AuraMaster is putting out.
Oh, but man, AuraMaster again with an amazing distance, and oh, again with the high property knowledge. Both of these players are just in a knowledge battle right now, as we can see.
Yeah, not only does AuraMaster have the offensive capability, but his neutral is push slouch either, being able to whiff punish such devastating attacks like this.
Yeah, but you'll be a fool if you forget about O's amount of knowledge experience, especially in the ways they can just get over a lot of stuff.
Alright, Chandelure once again at the wall. Do not want that. But the spinner is going to work in his favor.
That's right. Oh, goes for 5x, and both players clash with each other, and now the Will-O-Wisp sends AuraMaster back into the field phase. Oh, the Aura Sphere manages to connect.
This is not a good spot for AuraMaster B, and because O already has meter basically ready.
Oh, the 4Y tries to go for a call-out, but it doesn't work, and not only that, he also lost his Jirachi call due to the JA.
Yeah, he's been zoning him out, but he shifts it back in his favor. He's get the phase shift, but oh, anti-airs him. It's not going to be enough to kill, but he's got meter ready if he needs it.
The falling JY gets stuffed by the overhit, and then oh, takes the first round of this game too.
Yeah, it was just a little too late, but let's see if O can keep that up. He still has meter, which is very good for him in round 2, but so does AuraMaster, and he's got Jirachi on top of this. Smog's out.
That's correct. Oh, nice 2Y just to keep AuraMaster away. Jumps over to 2Y and overheats right through everything, smacking AuraMaster back into the field phase.
Yeah, it was so close. He jumped over the overheat, hoping that the Bone Rush would be enough, but it wasn't. But O does have the debuffs, and he needs Espeon first. He does get it.
Oh, super nice job. Yeah.
Lucario is too close.
I mean, just look at that. O is putting so much pressure right now. Going for the back by just sending AuraMaster back, using the Smog to keep more distance. But the Bone Rush not only goes right through that Smog, it also manages to punish O.
Yeah, O is desperately wanting to break that shield, but he's too little too late once again, because now Jirachi Cario is ready.
Oh, but the 8x into the burst attack, that damage was insane. And now, say goodbye to a lot of AuraMaster's health and that Jirachi buff.
Yep, with the double debuff will overwrite the Jirachi buff, and now he's in a very bad spot with no gray life, no buff, and very far away from Chandelure in field. Very hard to come back from, and it is indeed going to go in O's favor with that laser.
That's correct. Man, if AuraMaster versus Ready Will's match was a match of just unadulterated reads and power, this is a match of adaptation. We saw how O quickly adapted to AuraMaster's strategy, and now he's just taking the upper hand in this matchup.
Yep, O is not out of this yet. Even with the matchup being stacked against him, it has been proven with how many Lucarios he's gone up against, he can defeat them. He can definitely prove his worth against this very bad matchup. Let's see if he can continue with the usual zoning and lasers, but Lucario's already in with a grab for that phase shift.
That's correct, but let's not forget, AuraMaster is not the only one that has beaten a lot of Lucarios in this tournament. O has also been the one to defeat and send a lot of Lucarios down into the loser's bracket, and now it's time for him to prove himself and take another Lucario.
Continued spins and Smog once again. Now he's got a debuff in field phase, which is not good.
Oh, such a nice swing. Far away. Did you see that swing dodge?
Uncharged laser. Oh yeah, that swing to avoid the projectiles is really good, especially if you manage to save your attack for later. But now this is basically just neutral right now, but AuraMaster is pushing him to the wall very slowly and ends it with Force Palm for half his health bar in one single combo.
That's correct. Now O, with only 5 HP left, gets too wide, and AuraMaster takes the round 1 of this game 3.
Yep, the pressure was just too much for O to handle in that round. He could get away from the wall fast enough. Let's see if he can out-zone him this time. He's getting lasers and fireballs in there.
That's correct. Back Y into Smog, just getting rid of that Bone Rush offense. Oh, the 5Y into the second Smog, tries to go for a Hex. Doesn't work out, but AuraMaster's pressure moves don't work out either. Man, this is looking like a completely different round to what we saw in the round 1.
Trying to keep up those debuffs on Lucario so that he can pull off a nice Hex later.
That's correct. Another back Y. AuraMaster trying to go in, and he manages to find a nice lunge with that Bone Rush. Jumping over. No, AuraMaster, no, you shouldn't try to grab that. That's the worst possible outcome.
That was the one time he thought he wanted to grab and O was ready for it, but it was definitely still had its toll because he doesn't have Espeon this round, and now he's got 2 debuffs against Jirachi so this could definitely still sway in AuraMaster's favor.
Oh my god, that did as much damage as the overhit itself. Okay, yep. Another burst attack just to push AuraMaster back. It blocks the burst attack from AuraMaster, tries to jump, but no! AuraMaster drops the combo at the very end, but he just picks it back up and takes a solid game 3. Now into game 4. AuraMaster just needs one more game to move on into the grand finals. And then, I mean, he can always bring it back. But, like Tech said in the last game, it was really, I mean, what pretty much lost him that game was the fact that he used Overheat as a defensive option, and not having Espeon really costing him at the end.
Yeah, it's a hard toss-up there between wanting to keep your Overheat use alive versus wanting to drain Lucario's meter. Both of those options are important for Chandelure to have, and getting rid of one is always bad for him. We'll see if he can manage to hold it out with his Overheat option, because he chose Espeon this time, gets the phase shift, and manages to zone him out, but can Lucario get back in?
He can definitely get back in. I mean, Lucario has one of the best movement options, at least against Chandelure, but it seems like O was ready for it and sends AuraMaster back into the field phase.
Alright, he's got Backwise and Will-O-Wisp coming out, gets the debuff back on there, but AuraMaster does get some Aura Spheres, but he can't stop the phase shift.
That's correct. Oh, nice. Oh, it tries to smoke, but gets stuffed down by the Bone Rush, but the spinner is gonna come through into another knockdown. AuraMaster is gonna find an opening, blocks right when the overheat came out. Oh, does have Espeon, if anything, and he calls it right there.
Yep. Thankfully, he got the phase shift to make that call safe, and now he's got Burst ready to go, and AuraMaster surprisingly doesn't even have halfway up his meter yet.
That's right. Now Jirachi called just for the next round. I don't even think AuraMaster thinks he can still win, but he's definitely trying his hardest right now. There's 10 seconds left. Tries to go for the grab, but the 8x smacks AuraMaster down.
Yeah, Overheat is still safe on blocks. He can't go like that, and even if he managed to pad Burst, he still has it for round 2, which is definitely detrimental for AuraMaster, who still needs to build his meter.
That's correct. But speaking of building meter, he just got it. And now, is he going to use it right now? No, he's probably going to wait until later. Blocks the Smog, punishes with the Bone Rush. One of the only characters that can that can punish a block Smog, in my opinion.
Yeah, Bone Rush is really good for that kind of situation, because Chandelure's love to Smog, and he's got the momentum back in his favor again.
That's right, and as you can see, he's just taking full advantage of it right now. The spinner coming through into another knockdown with the Smog. Oh, back A. He saw the jump from AuraMaster coming, but it was just a bit too low of a jump. AuraMaster trying to lunge in. Oh, catching him out, sending him back into the field phase.
It still has AuraMaster's momentum written all over. He's got Jirachi coming up with Burst, and he has the health lead. So as long as his shield doesn't get broken, which it didn't, he's still got the momentum here. So O has to burst in order to retaliate.
That's right, and he bursts yet again just to push AuraMaster back. AuraMaster not playing around now, uses Jirachi and that's a punish right there. AuraMaster one round away.
Round 2.
That's correct. 1 round away from victory. Oh, you better make a move. And now
he has to right now, and actually change his mind again, going for Umbreon. He wants to end this now. He wants to end it quick before he gets meter back, but he does break shield, which is very good for him.
That's correct. Oh, he drops a combo right there. Oh, it's a bit flustered right now, and who would it be? Just so close to victory and from defeat at the same time in this game. Tries to go for it. That was a 7x right there. I didn't think that Chandy had that button, but apparently he does.
Yeah, he's expecting the same kind of option from AuraMaster, but AuraMaster is going to adapt back in field phase though. And Shandy getting a homing attack is unheard of, but he doesn't want to follow through with it. Just keeps on back-Ying.
But that really cost him because AuraMaster won the field phase, and also he has a lot more synergy. He has Jirachi yet again. Is he gonna call it? Yes, he is. And now Jirachi is coming through. He does have an attack debuff, which means that he's not gonna deal as much damage. But who cares about that if you're just going to confirm your hit of burst attack? I think
with
this is
Jirachi to balance it. Yeah, with that Jirachi buff to balance out the attack debuff, that is more than enough. And oh, will fall to AuraMaster in losers final.